All right, and we are up. Let's get this shit. How do we get this pulled up? There we go. All right, let's get at it then. We got 20 quests to do, and right now it's just me, but I might have some people join all later. So let's get on with it. There's nothing more for us here. What of Alzadel's legacy? Has there been any word from Yestola and the others? I see. Frustrating, perhaps, but better than the gate better that the gate be destroyed than used to unleash more void hunt. We should return to Megaduta and rejoin the others. Alright, time to go home. Oh. One second, I forgot to update the chat link, so that's broken. Of course it is. There we go. Chat link is fixed. Chat will now function on stream, and you can actually see that junk now, instead of it just, being a blank spot. Alright. Alright, let's get to it. I think before going to quests, I need to find a inn room. What's up, Keeblets?
Bing chilling. How are you? I'm chilling. How are you doing?
Man, it's fucked up that I can tell that you joined from the way that you opened your can. Because whenever I have a Twitch stream open, it doesn't like play the sound when people join. I heard you open your can, and I knew it was you. Where's the inn here? Is it these guys? Oh my god, there's not an inn in Ratsakan. Great. Time to return to old Charlie.
What happened to young Jim? Oh, I guess he got old.
Shut the hell up. Alright. I think I'm gonna turn that plugin off.
Eston's level 30.
Hell yeah.
I'm CP, I think 60 or 70 now.
That's hype. What did you invest into?
It's per character. So
Yeah, I know, but what are you investing on in Eston?
I'll double check to be sure. I was reducing block cost, but I need to go with the reduced cost to break free. Cause holy shit, dude. I need to a lot. On top of that, I don't really know. I'm going reduce fall damage right now, and I'll go from there. And then, like, critical and shit like that.
Damn, that armor looks good. It just clips with my tail.
There's one where you just straight up heal for 7% of the direct damage you deal.
That's cool.
It takes 50 champion points, but, like, that's... Who gives a shit? That's just constant passive healing.
Man, if they... Yeah, actually, never mind. I don't really like this. The tailcoat looks really fucking stupid. But, like, if they didn't keep making everything clip with tails, then their armor would look a lot better, if I'm being honest. Not a problem for you, Keyblitz, because you play a fucking Rogan, but as a Makote player, it is quite annoying. Well, that was a waste of skill. Back to resident. Alright, let's head over there and... Oh, I can just take the teleporter up to the Megaduda.
Enter the Yabba Reach.
Into the Arbridge.
Varin Aquilarius.
It's good to see you both turned Aelid off. Your friends arrived not long ago, and are already with the Stadra. Shall I show you in? Yes.
Nice.
This looks like a voiced cutscene. Could be wrong, but it looks like a voiced one.
Thank goodness you're both all right.
I was right.
Unfortunately, we have nothing further to report apart from the loss of the gate. But tell us, how did you fare on the mountain?
What the fuck is Cadwell doing?
He's a crazy motherfucker, dude.
Does Cadwell ever leave the Harborage?
I don't know. I don't think so.
The source. Where they may die and return to the life stream to be reborn.
Far be it for me to deny them, but the cost to our people would be beyond unconscionable.
Indeed. Void Sent themselves are inherently dangerous. Never mind the chaos sure to follow should the barrier twixt our worlds be shattered. 'Twould be naught less than a calamity.
I think that's literally the point you're still on.
Certainly not. That said, our task has been rendered rather difficult.
Indeed. Rubicante has deprived us of a means to cross into the void.
Kenyatso's faint. That was doubtless what he meant when he said his part was done.
Golbez sacrificed 2 archfiends just to stop us. He must need more time to break the barrier to our world.
Then the days ahead will be critical. We must find a way back to the 13th.
We could employ another Atomos, but that approach would only be viable if we found another planar fissure. An unlikely prospect. Better we explore other avenues. If you will excuse my absence, I shall return to Sharlayan to look for information.
By all means. Meanwhile, I shall seek the counsel of our alchemists.
Time is of the essence, so wish me luck.
Oops. About a little training to keep your lance arm honed.
Rest assured, I never shirk my training. I will be ready for whatever awaits.
Damn it, Estinian, I wanted to fight you.
May we call
That
upon
was
thee
gross.
when next we venture unto the
You're
13th.
gross.
Aye. And in case you're wondering, I won't ask for further payment.
Felt awesome. Yeah, I really needed that out of there.
I will go for myself
There being my stomach.
to try and understand why I spoke the words I said to Rubicante, and the fire I felt within when you all came to my aid in Garlemald.
Let's stoke the flame of ambition.
While our esteemed sorceress battles her tomes, let us see to our own affairs.
You know what, now that I think about it, her having the title of sorceress makes sense. She's not actually a black
Fail
mage.
you again, sister.
I am the only black mage in the world. Hey, Bashan. We may have closed the gate in Alusadal's legacy, but there must be another way to travel to the void, and together we will find it. For now, I bid you rest and recover your strength. I, too, shall have my vessel improved ahead of the next foray. To achieve his ends, Golbez has sacrificed his 4 generals. Such a ruthless foe is unpredictable in the extreme. But no matter what he plots, we shall do our utmost to see that he does not succeed. See, I know that we don't know this, but since we see the cutscenes, we know that they all chose to sacrifice themselves. Oh, the moon of the 13th. Am I gonna have to kill another reflection of evil McFuckface? Doesn't seem like it.
Cagnazzo and Rubicante have joined with the Great Flow. In this world, 'tis the ravenous who are useful, and few were as ravenous as they. You were fine pawns, my archfiends, and you have played your parts to perfection. but with the goal in sight, I need no minions to do my bidding. Hereon, I shall walk alone.
You know, unless he does something just absurdly evil for no reason, I genuinely think that Golbez is a sympathetic enemy. Because, I mean, aside from obviously kidnapping the dragon and using it to shit the veil, he's doing it so that all of the immortal demons that are fucking, like, that just are awful all the time can die and finally return. Return to the cycle of life.
At long, long last, the end draws nigh. The end to life on that star, and the end to my suffering.
Alright, well now we bring this counter down to 19. Akio, it's good to see you. Have you any news from old Charlian? We've yet to hear from Yashola regarding her search for a means to return to the Void. I must confess that her silence has left me feeling restless. Nor am I alone in this. Justinian has such an excess of energy that he has began helping to train our soldiers with nary a grumble. As for Zero...
Who the hell is nary a grumble?
What?
Nothing, I'm just being dumb.
Okay. Is something the matter? No. Akio paid us a visit, and so I was appraising him of recent developments, or the lack thereof. Are you heading somewhere? Aye, to replenish my ether. Would you like to come?
You can either come with or stay here.
A rare but most welcome invitation. Timely too, I might add. I myself was thinking of venturing out into the city. It would be my pleasure to join you. Will you accompany us, of course? Nods head silently. Come then.
Odds nuts.
I've an errand to run at the bazaar first. Alright, well done. Let me throw on my city boots.
What the hell?
What happened?
Templar Adric Spear has a passive. Increases your weapon and spell damage by 3%, and physical and spell resistance by 660.
Damn.
Become stronger. Do more, take less. The end.
Hype.
That's crazy. Don't you do it.
Don't do what?
Nothing.
Valid.
Don't do nothing.
Don't do nothing. Nothing?
You're nothing. You're nothing.
Tommy, I need you to understand, my boy.
Why are so many people left messages around the Elephant Man? Could this be a Asian? Oh. I don't think so, guys. Plump sword ahead. By the way, could this be a friend? You can't leave the same message twice, dude. That makes them both lame. First off, Sunder, and then Champion.
Dude, this week's statue is an Ariel statue.
Oh, hype. I'm picking up some spice. Merid told me to do so before my next visit. Mistress Zero has quite a tolerance, you see. The sisters know Hanesh are fond of spicy food, but I doubt any of us could keep up with her. With just the spices they normally have on hand, the Mayan can't quite satisfy her, which is why I'm happy to provide what they need to achieve more rigorous flavors. Now then, variety being the spice of life, perhaps you'd like to choose something extra to blend in with Mistress Zero's usual? It'll help to keep things interesting. What do you say? Fine by me. You can appreciate the nuances of this world's sustenance far better than I can, I expect. Ooh, what do I get to pick? Alright, Keeblets. Here are my options. The lustrous crimson powder, the aromatic black corns, the little red husks, or the coarse yellow flakes.
The coarse red flakes. The coarse yellow flakes.
Okay. These flakes appear to have been grated from a thick root. Their sharp aroma suggests a bracing flavor. Select this spice? Yes. Ah, that's a fine choice, but don't take my word for it. Here, have a taste. Zero may wish to observe your reaction. It would be considerate to sample the spice in her presence. Bruh. Okay, Zero, is this close enough? Where is it?
She hated that. Could you imagine?
You tentatively place some of the spice on your tongue. A jolt of fire courses through your body. Your
You are
reaction
gone.
speaks volumes. That will suffice then. Always a pleasure, Mistress Zero. And do give Marie my regards. Well, shit. Apparently those little yellow flakes were quite dubious.
My usual, please. But with this spice.
Of course, Zero. It would be my pleasure. Well now, this is enough to make a whole kettle of your special curry.
I don't need that much.
Rest assured, it's easy enough to make a serving just for you. Or we could make the kettle and share it. There would be enough not only for your companions but other diners as well. I dare say everyone will be delighted.
Very well. A full kettle, then.
Excellent. We'll prepare it at once.
Zero better get a
And
new
for
outfit
your
by the end of this.
excellency and our esteemed adventurer, are you happy to try a bowl of Zero's curry? We can make yours milder if you prefer.
No, I want the full temperature.
Grateful though
I
I
better
am for
get
the
the
offer,
option.
I cannot fully appreciate the flavor with this vessel. Another time, perhaps. Do not hold back on my account, my friend. Eat and enjoy.
Then I'll have His Excellency's helping. Yes! Full power, bitch!
Understood. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
Fuck was I gonna say? Right.
Understandable.
It gladdens me to see you taking to life in Radzatan, Zero.
Dude, I love that this entire
era of our
dungeon is
cuisine, not least of
Manamarco
all.
is trying to get the Amulet of Kings. We need to stop him.
Yep.
And then we show up and he's like, I'm gonna be a god, and everybody's like, dude, you're going too far. You're gonna fucking like over die.
You're gonna
And the entire time
overdose.
everybody's like, you need to stop. And he's like, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna be a god. And then Molag Bal shows up and he's like, surprise, motherfucker.
Molag Bal shows up
That's
and
a
he's
dog.
like, you really should have listened, man.
For real, dude.
Spicy dishes have long been favored in our sultry climb for their ability to whet the appetite and cool the body. Of course, spices also have the effect of preserving foods, which makes them highly coveted in foreign lands. All of this has given rise to a thriving spice industry, and the wealth it brings has allowed our nation to prosper while maintaining its neutrality.
Varshan, I don't think you can count salt as a spice.
So you trade your spices? Seems rather more
Salt is a
complicated than
mineral.
trading an ether.
99.9% of spices are herbs.
Yeah, he goes, and you can even use spice to preserve foods, so it is a very good export to other countries.
In the beginning, this land was
In
no
the
more than
beginning.
refuge for me. But now it is my home, and the people of Radzatan my beloved children. Together, we build this vibrant nation, and naught would please me more than to show it to my sister one day.
Vibrant. Rubicante said the same when he described this world. A reminder of all that has been
I'm
stolen from
actually
us.
still upset that we had to kill
What many who
Rubicante.
remember doubtless yearn to take back.
Is that one of the spices you can use?
Shut up. No, Rubicante was the Archfiend of Fire, and all of the Archfiends are working towards the ultimate goal of killing themselves so they can rejoin the live stream. But Rubicante was just like, he was just a dude. He's like, I'm evil! And then when we defeated him, he's like, damn, I'm gonna die now. Thanks, bro. Anyways, here's my life story and every piece of knowledge you could possibly need. Oh, and here's the location of my boss. Bye, I'm gonna die now. That's a terrible way to describe that, but the way that we spoke to him, it was like he was just a person. He wasn't evil.
Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
Nonetheless, it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. As I told Rubicante, as I found myself moved to speak, I still do not understand what made me feel this way, nor what compels you mortals to help one another. But I hope to someday.
We too hope that you will find the answers you seek. What is
God
going
damn.
on?
What's happening? Good one, dude. That was a really
Compliments of
fucking
Mistress
good one,
Zero,
dude.
the Satrap's honored guest. We are serving a special curry for anyone who wishes to partake. But be warned, it is not for the faint of heart.
question is, do I grab more?
Oh, by
That
all
bread
means,
looks
I
greasy.
welcome the challenge.
Bread.
In the game.
Sisters have mercy. The smell alone is...
Le fish are
God damn,
chocolate.
bro. The spice that I
What?
picked just murdered an elephant person. He didn't even eat it.
It burns! It burns!
Oh, it just killed a human too.
I think you should put the spice away, dude.
I think
To better
maybe,
maintain
just
the
maybe, I
facade,
should have picked the
The
milder
alchemist
option.
ensured that my vessel was capable of consuming food.
This reminds me, have you ever heard the fucking...
However, I
These
fear
potions
Zero's
are too
curry will
strong
test the
for you
limits
or
of that
whatever.
design.
Potion seller, give me your finest potion.
Yeah, dude.
Oh god,
Apologies
oh
for the
no.
delay. Please relax and enjoy your meal.
It's like there's a fucking quick time event in this cutscene. That would be awesome. That would be fucking
Relax.
amazing.
I don't have time for that. I've been waiting for this. Come. Let's replenish our ether.
My favorite thing about Necromancer tanking in ESO is that their armor ability, I know that sounded weird, their armor ability, it can morph into something
Dude, it killed like
That-
6 people.
when someone ranged attacks you every 2 seconds, you can taunt them. Pretty cool.
Keeblets.
But it grapples them toward you.
Keeblets.
Go ahead.
There was like a time skip of like 5 minutes, and the camera pans over, and there's like 6 dead people in the fucking tavern, and then it pans back to us, and we're just sitting here chill. And my 2 dialogue options are, I thought the spices we picked were perfect, or my entire life flashed before my eyes, and it was exhilarating. You know which one I'm picking.
Goodbye.
I trust you have eaten your fill.
That was
I shall have Marid prepare a meal for us to take to
yes, I know, I
Estinian.
said, oh, weird.
I suspect he too is overdue a
My
replenishment.
words.
Yes, we have to give one of these to the fucking high elf, the French high elf that lives in the snow. We have to bring him this dish.
By this hour,
The French high elf
he will
that
have
lives in the
retired to his
snow.
chambers at
Oh,
Marid.
yeah.
Ah,
High elf.
man, I've heard this
Let us
story
pay him a
before.
visit.
Didn't the Dwemer fuck him up real bad?
Shut the hell up. No, in FF14 you have the wood elves and the I mean, I just call them dark elves. The dark elves live in caves under the forest, and the wood elves live in the forest. And then you have what I call the high elves, but I don't think they're actually different from the wood elves who live in.
You're still streaming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta message you this.
What?
I gotta send you something.
Oh, that's great. Do you want me to show this on stream?
No, because if you're gonna show it, I may as well just say it, dude.
Oh, great. I'll make that decision when I see it. Alright. Let me see this. Oh, that's... Nope, I ain't saying that.
I told you, bro.
The spicy curry has left you slightly flushed and set your heart racing. Whatever challenges await, you're ready to face them head on, and with feeling. I couldn't feel
The
before.
spicy mayonnaise has left you slightly racist.
Not the spicy mayo, bro. I gotta talk to this dude. Are you okay, man? By the sisters, I thought that curry would be the end of me. I must
Dude,
get
how
it again.
bad did you fuck up?
Dude, that shit was so fucking hot.
This must
Spicy circulation tier 22. That was the debuff I had.
What
Jesus,
does that even
I
mean?
made a fucking sauce out of pepper X giblets. Oh my god. I think I just created a fucking cult of masochists in India.
You don't want anything spoiled for you
No.
in Necrom, right?
Yeah, no.
I need to play Necrom with you.
Hmm. I've got a while before I
Hermaeus
play
Mora
Necrom.
fucked up.
Oh.
Like, I want that to be the next thing we do. That's how bad I want you to play Necrom.
Damn.
Also, get Sharp as Knight because he has special dialogue throughout the.
Pretty sure all companions have special dialogue for for a lot of quests. Master Estinian, yes? He has returned to his chambers. I shall be happy to escort him. We're gonna murder this fucking high elf.
Estinian, are you there?
I take that
We
personally.
brought something for you.
You know who I'm on right now, dude?
There? We brought something.
Yeah,
for
his
you.
name's Estinian, dude. I'm taking this.
Oh
Bro.
my god.
Or is Estinian not the high elf?
No, Estinian's the high elf, or I call him the high elf, at least.
Was that intentional?
What?
You calling Estinian the high elf?
No, he lives in France, and I
Estinatus?
consider the French elves to be.
Estinian?
He lives in this world's equivalency of France, and I consider all the French elves to be high elves.
Why don't you call them shit elves? Why don't you call them fucking ESO orcs?
What?
Shit elves. They're French, right?
Oh my god, shut up.
It's not racist. I'm French.
Hang on a sec, let me find a fucking snapshot of Estinian where you can see like his full suit of armor.
Manamarco, where are you?
Here we go. The best part is you probably met this character. Because you said you got to 60 on your Dragoon.
You want to know the actual best part?
What?
I don't remember a fucking thing because of how forgettable the characters were.
That's crazy. I've got to get you to replay this game with me.
I don't know, dude.
Enter.
Dude, that sounds like he's in the middle of sex. I would not enter that room if I were our characters.
This is the Dragoon guy, right?
Yeah.
Like, the guy... Okay, he's the villain, quote-unquote, you fight.
He's
as
doing
the
push-ups.
Dragoon, right?
He's doing push-ups with one finger.
He's the guy you... Oh, have you ever done the Dragoon story?
Yes, I have.
Squid Masala from the
He's the guy who's the technical
antagonist.
antagonist, right?
Yes, he's technical antagonist for the Arum Reborn Dragoon story. Fun fact, if you finish the Arum Reborn Dragoon story before you do the first DLC, then you will have unique dialogue throughout the entire thing, with him and other characters in the country.
Fuck, dude. I liked that guy.
Masala,
Is he a big
I prefer
character?
my squid dry.
Well, I'm currently
I'm sure
4
it won't
expansions
disappoint.
after, and he's
My
still
thanks.
actively relevant as a major character and an ally.
Fuck.
Idle as I am in our
God
sorceress's
damn it,
absence, I
dude.
see.
I fucking hate your
I can't
guts.
offer much in the way of entertainment, but make yourselves comfortable.
Oh, look.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Even if it's just the free trial, man. That's all I ask. If it is the free trial, you're abandoning your character. Oh god, Zero's into Estinian.
What do you mean if it is the free trial?
Shall we disrobe
abandoning
as
my
well?
character.
Because you can't, you'd have to make a new account to play the free trial. Shall we disrobe
Oh.
as well?
Wait,
Damn,
so you're
Zero!
saying-
We simply caught our
So
friend
you're
unprepared.
saying that I could
He will make himself
use that
presentable at
character
once,
if I like
I am
that
sure.
character. Post A Realm Reborn.
Yeah, okay. What I meant to say is if you're going to play the free trial, you have to make a new account, but if you want to continue playing on that character, you have to buy the game on your Xbox.
Got it. Okay. That's what I initially thought. The way it was phrased
Yeah,
had me tweaking for a sec.
yeah.
I gotta piss, I'll be right back. But,
Okay.
you need to tell me if you can create a row right now. You need to tell me if I can get that beard, that full beard on character creation.
Yeah, let me
I'll be
get
right
out
back.
of let me get out of character create. Let me get out of this cutscene, I'll tell you. Hey,
At last.
hey!
We've been looking for
It's
you.
been a hot minute since I've seen that motherfucker.
My friends, tell me, were you able to devise a way to return to the 13th?
I believe so. It required a visit to the moon, where I took the opportunity to enlist Orionge's assistance.
I forgot he was on the moon.
Ishtola hath told me all. I should be glad to help you free Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
Did they change his
If
voice actor?
Rubicante spoke true, both Golbez and Ashdaya are on the moon of the 13th. Unlike here in the Source, however, we have no means of making the journey from the surface of the star itself. The technology simply does not exist. Therefore, I propose that we employ a gate to deliver us directly to our destination.
Is such a feat possible?
You're sure we literally have a spaceship.
In theory, having once been a single hole, the Source and its reflections share striking similarities in geography. And according to a certain someone who unceremoniously whisked us away to the first, the same locations across the worlds are intrinsically bound.
Oh great, we gotta do the Crystal Tower again.
All of which is to say, were we to pass through a gate on the Source's
Or not.
moon, it should lead us to the moon of the 13th.
The lighthouse above the prison. I bet.
Of course, there is the risk of Voidsent gaining entry to our world. Thus did I decide to seek Orionge's counsel.
Both the Watcher and the Loporrits are aware of our proposed endeavor. While they are yet deliberating precautionary measures, they have pledged their full cooperation.
You've been busy. I presume you've also found a way to open this gate.
Be it in Radzat-Han or Sharlayan, scholars have long cast their gaze unto the endless dark of the void. And so, with harnish insights to augment our knowledge, we have indeed conceived of a promising plan to pierce the veil. A plan I am confident will succeed, precisely because the moon is our stage.
What could you mean by that?
The preparations will be extensive, and we will require vast quantities of ether. After all, our gate must be large enough to accommodate another great worm.
Oh shit, he's going in dragon form.
My proposal entails delivering copious amounts of ether to the Tower of Babel in Garlemald. As you will recall, Fandaniel used the structure to destroy the Brand's imprisoning Zodiac. And we, in like manner, will use it to channel ether to the moon, and thereby open our gate.
I see. Then we shall need someone on the moon for the necessary rituals.
Great, that's
Just
where I
so,
come
Your
in, isn't it?
Excellency. I
Or not.
intend to head back anon for that very purpose, as well as to help devise our strategy to deal with invading Voidsent. Along with our lunar allies, we will once again require the assistance of your alchemists, Nidana not least of all. May I trouble you to serve as their escort?
Fine by me. The room was beginning to feel constraining.
For my part, I shall oversee the requisite tasks on the Star. Might I prevail upon you for your assistance?
If all are in agreement, then let us set to work. We'll open our gate, and we will stop Golbez.
Hell yeah. The Dark Throne. 6.4, I think. Think. Swing. Yes, 6.4. Oh. I believe that's the end of that? Yes. Hang on. What quest are we on? Going ham. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 left. Yep, okay. So that wasn't inaccurate. One and all are ready, then let us set forth. Preparations are preparations to complete. If I may, I beg a moment to exchange this vessel for its grown counterpart. It is in the keeping of the alchemists of the High Crucible. Of course, we shall accompany I'm not doing this. Urianje, please. Throw on my city boots. Was there a closer teleport? There was one, and I just didn't take it. Hello, Cublets.
Hello. What's good?
What's popping, my G?
I'm big chilling. How are you doing?
I'm playing a video game. An hour and a half before work. Well, 2 hours before work. I think this quest is going to be the last one for the stream tonight. My apologies for the delay. My, that is a striking simulacrum indeed. Well suited for the work ahead, I doubt not. Allow me to explain Yerstola's plan in greater detail. As you know, we seek to open a void gate in Mare Lementorum, that we might gain a direct passage to the moon of the 13th. Whilst our comrades labor upon the moon, we need to accomplish 2 tasks. The first is the procurement of a substantial quantity of ether, and subsequent delivery of it unto the Tower of Babel. Said structure was once used to siphon the land's essence by way of the Telephoros spires. Such a method, however, doth pose an unacceptable risk to the greater ethereal balance of our world. Thus must we seek an alternative means of conveying our requisite resource. Our second task doth pertain to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You may recall that this portal onto the moon was placed under the supervision of the Ilsabad contingent. If we would employ it to different ends, we must first obtain the contingent's express permission. I would like to believe that they would not refuse us, so perhaps we should concern ourselves with the Aether problem first. Have you any idea where we might source the vast quantity needed? Aye, a likely location doth come to mind. Let us make for the airship landing. There I shall reveal more. Real talk, if airships exist, why would we ever use boat ships?
Real talk, how strong really is Mana Marco if he calls himself the strongest necromancer?
He is
because liches exist.
He is undoubtedly one of the strongest mages in all of Tamriel history.
So strongest mortals, because mages are at the top, unless you have Ex Machina, like fucking Eleanor.
According to lore, technically liches are mortals. Because
I was looking into lich lore. It's very interesting because phylacteries really ain't shit.
Well, no, I mean, mortality in the Elder Scrolls isn't you're called a mortal, but that doesn't mean that you're mortal is in you can die. Mortal is simply a catch-all term for all beings born of and in Mundus.
Oh. I thought it just meant your mortal husk. Like your spirit was eternal, but your mortal was your shell.
No. Also in the Elder Scrolls, fun fact, the reason why the cycle of death and birth happen is almost exclusively because there are literally too many souls for them all to exist at the same time. There are more souls than there is flesh on the planet. So a being has to die so another soul can live. That's another reason why the population it seems kind of capped for thousands of years. All are present and accounted for. Excellent. We shall travel to Sharlayan and thence seek the nearby Isle of Ham. Near to the surface of the isle, two rivers of ether converge. The churning energy of this confluence is released by the way of geysers.
I thought you were talking about Hammerfell and still going on about the fucking meat reference.
Oh my God,
so I heard the Isle of Ham, dude.
Originally, the Ragnarok was to be powered by ether harvested from the isle. But, as well you know, an alternative power source was ultimately found for the vessel. Passage into Ultimate Thule, to the very limits of existence, was facilitated by not less than the strength of the Mother Crystal herself. As such, the Isle of Ham's vast aether deposits remain untouched. We may help ourselves to that energy, provided we are able to secure the Forum's permission. Yet again, with needing permission, is nothing straightforward in this world. Such is the nature of politics, I fear, and as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have been officially disbanded, no longer are we a recognized collective, a somewhat disadvantaged position bureaucratically speaking. Fortunately, however, there is a recognized and respected body upon which we might prevail, the students of Baldessian. Upon arriving in Sharlayan, let us seek our friends at the Annex.
Cadwell walked up to the front of the fucking, corner leading out to the harborage. He's, right at the front, and he's been posted up since I made a comment about him moving.
Ooh.
I'm uncomfy. This dude is a zombie that you told me to bring to this fucking cosmos. catchphrase. You told me to bring him to Tamriel.
He's
And every
fucking
time you
awesome.
walk in, I see this
Listen,
fucking
dude,
hothead
just wait.
staring at me.
Just wait till you get to elsewhere. Welcome back, Akio. What brings you here today? And it's such colorful company.
Oh,
Greetings,
fuck.
sir.
No,
On this
that's
occasion.
literally how it's gonna be. Did you know that Ayala means wondrous in Aldmeris?
I did not.
And that is basically Aston's catchphrase. Whenever something ridiculous or something would happen, that he just pissed him off or he thought was just like, I can't believe you said that. He would just go, Ayala.
In that case,
Like,
you'll want to
great.
speak with Cryle. She's in the main hall, sorting through our archives. There's a visitor with her at the
great,
moment,
this fuck.
but it's no one you don't know, so feel free to show yourself in. Give me a sec. I'm actually going to log out. Nah. I'll finish this quest and then I'll show you. I'll check your thing after I end stream.
God damn it. That's the
Yeah,
third time I've
damn.
just spammed past and clicked show me the vision so I can just watch people lava whip Mana Marco for a minute and a half.
Well, now, if it isn't two of my dearest friends.
As for the other two, I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Not in this vessel, perhaps. 'Tis I, Vashan. Though, you are welcome to call me Vritra, if you prefer.
Pay me no mind. I merely accompany them.
I pray you forgive us our intrusion. If you are occupied, we shall call again anon.
It's quite all right. We've just finished swapping all our secrets anyway. Erenville occasionally comes and shares the latest Gleaner gossip, you see. From forgotten ruins to mysterious relics, if there's aught that might be of interest to the students, he kindly lets us know.
Fuck, I'm abandoning this quest.
Alas,
I did not
I
do
must
this
soon
the
depart on
Aston
an
way.
expedition.
Uh-oh.
As I may be
can't.
away for an extended
That's your
period,
spam clicking.
I wish to give Kryl fair warning.
Yeah.
Hence my visit today.
I see. There
So
are
I wanted me to
specimens
join
that
the
want
5
for procuring,
companions.
I presume?
And instead of being like, yeah, I'd be honored,
No, it
I
isn't
wanted to go,
guild
what
business,
the
but
fuck
rather...
are you talking about? One of you's a bumbling idiot
homecoming.
half-giant. One of you was locked in a prison of the Daedra for 2 years. This guy betrayed you for the Daedra, and this guy
What enough
lied to
about
me for
me?
my
You have
face to get
business too,
himself
yes?
freed from a Daedric prison.
And I'm in the way.
All of you suck. Fuck all of you. Let's go on.
Far from it. As a matter of fact, we should be grateful if you could stay and share your knowledge of the nearby isles with us. We seek a means to travel to the Void. There, a man named Golbez plots to invade our
No,
world.
I know Eston and
A man who
Abnetharn would have
even
gotten
now
along
holds
so
my sister
fucking well,
hostage.
though. It wouldn't have started great, but it would have ended fucking awesome.
Dude, Abner's fucking awesome. He's unironically one of the best characters in the game.
Dude, his like, if you've seen his realistic art, he's
I have.
nasty, dude.
We require
He's
a great quantity of ether,
nasty.
which we understand may be had on the Isle of Ham.
Isn't he
We
like
came in the
100
hope of exploring
something?
how
No,
it might
he's
best be
hundreds of
procured.
years old, isn't he?
I don't know exactly how old he is.
I know he's old as shit. I know he's at least 100.
Yeah, he is at least 100. The thing is with Tharn is I feel like he's the most normal of them all. Like, all the rest of the characters are dramatically weird in one way or the other. Like, they all have their dramatic character effect. But Tharn is just, Tharn's just smart.
He
is
was born into
intelligent.
power, but yeah, he is smart.
Tharn is intelligent and not autistic. So he's just normal.
He's a narcissist.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He might be a sociopath.
I don't know.
An invasion from the 13th. Must the stakes always be so dramatic?
Ooh, here's one. Where do you see yourself going
You're a
after
knack
all
for
this
finding
is
trouble.
over? There's the world I would like to... Fuck that. Okay, so the option is there's a war to win, I intend to take up the fight in Cyrodiil, or there's nothing to talk about. We've got work to do.
That's the Eston option.
Yeah, the way I said it, I
Collected the
knew
world
it
that in
the
crises,
second it came
you
out
could
of my
make
mouth.
quite a name for yourself in our profession.
God, I feel so bad, dude.
It's
Every
true the
time.
Isle of Ham is a veritable font of ether, but as it's under the Forum's direct jurisdiction,
I especially
only a
feel bad
privileged few
because I
get to set
entertained
foot there.
everyone else's fucking
I
like.
myself haven't.
Yeah. Because I wasn't paying attention.
So if we want to help ourselves to the Isle's ether, we'll need to secure the Forum's permission. Very well. The students of Baldessian recognize your endeavors as combating a grave threat to the world. As representative, I hereby pledge our full assistance.
I've already thought it over, Lyra says.
Now
I'll
that
do
it's
it.
official,
Stop. Everyone
you
stop.
may leave
Lyra
the
says,
politics and
do it.
paperwork to me. Our operations remain small, but we shouldn't meet any undue resistance.
We are truly grateful.
You know, this entire process would have
damn.
been significantly easier if we didn't disband
If
the
I may.
Scions.
According to the original
talking-
plan
oh.
for the Exodus, ether collected from the Isle of Ham was to power the Ark. Art thou perchance familiar with the logistics
All of this was
endeavor?
because of my hubris. And she's like, you've done enough. And I'm like, dude, this guy literally tried to alter fate to become Drake.
I don't know anything about
tried
that,
to-
I'm afraid.
I don't
Nor do I
even
think
want
any
to
cleaner
express
would.
to you how many
You might have
gods
better luck asking
you just
someone involved with
commit
the Ark's
heresy
construction.
on, trying to do that.
According to lore, he could have succeeded in that ritual, but Mannimarco altered the ritual to cause the plane melt instead.
Margaret, for instance. She's a researcher
He was
in
still,
Charlie and
like,
Hammett.
spitting in
I
the
met
face
with
of
her for a job
every god
recently, and
ever.
She mentioned working on
Fair
the
enough.
Ragnarok
Unless I'm
propulsion system.
totally misunderstanding that entire thing.
I mean, if there isn't a Dragonborn Emperor, then the plane melt happens. His goal was to become a Dragonborn Emperor to legitimize his rule over the Empire, therefore also allowing him to stop any Daedric invasions. Mannimarco manipulated the ritual, causing what happened. Technically not Varen's
Is
fault, but
Varen the
still
most
a turd.
lawful neutral character in this game?
Pretty much. Like, Varen... Technically, Varen did nothing wrong, but also Varen's a turd.
Varen did nothing wrong.
You
If
could do worse than to
he
seek her
didn't
out while
lie
awaiting
to
the
us.
Forum's verdict.
True.
Literally, him lying to us pokes holes
We may
in
well do
every
just that.
single thing
Our
he
gratitude
does.
for thine advice, and may this threat
It makes
be
him a
but a
fraud.
memory upon thy return.
If he didn't lie to me, he
You're quite welcome.
and his reputation
Now
are
then,
intact.
If you'll excuse me.
But he did. Jesus, I'm too much in the Eston mindset. I need to chill out.
You'd make a great actor, or voice actor.
I best start
Maybe not
drafting
for your
our
voice,
petition.
but like
Go
for
on
your
and find your
dedication to your
researcher.
character.
I'll contact you as soon as we've made
I
progress.
was in a lot of stuff. I've
Let us leave
done
matters here
voiceover.
to Mistress Cryle,
I
and
haven't. I
hie
really want to.
ourselves to Labyrinthos.
It's hard, man. You have to be okay with auditioning for 20 roles, getting 18 reasons why you aren't good enough. One that they just don't respond with, and
Right
then one you
time
might
to put our best
have a
foot
callback
forward.
for. You need to be ready for that shit. It's
Sounds
hard.
like a normal job interview nowadays.
God damn. Wherever you live is hell, man. Yeah.
You haven't
Ugh,
properly searched for a job in a while,
a
have you?
pity you can't tidy yourself. I should have had
What
Ishtola
is
enchant you
properly
when I had the
searched?
chance.
When was the last time you were wholly unemployed and needed a job right now?
Last year.
Okay, never mind.
I printed off 5 resumes a day, and I would go business to business dropping
And
off my
what have we
resume, and I would
here?
ask, is there a way I could do an interview today?
Later, Kryl, later. You've work to do.
Yeah, see,
I
in
guess
order for me to
sorry.
land this position, I was given 1 week, and I spent that 1 week sending out, like, I think 400 applications. And I got 2 callbacks, and one of them was a scam.
Yeah, no, that's not...
That's the
It's
job market
very
in most
different.
of America. Like, you can look it up online. That's just how it is in most of America right now.
So the whole quote-unquote... Okay, so the job listing thing is 100% legit. It's just there so they get the tax breaks of having job listings.
Yeah, and also so that they, their employees are less pissed off at them because they can just say, well, I'm trying.
I don't really talk about this.
You're good. I understand your position.
Yeah, I get very, very angry thinking about things like this. I have a criminal mind. It's very easy for me to just...
I understand your position. If you don't want to talk about it,
Yeah.
I'm not going to make you talk about it.
I'm almost level 32 on Eston.
I forgot I owned a house in Australia.
What a crazy thing to say.
I should probably, you know, like, actually explain that. On the Australian servers, I owned a house. And so I have the construction permit for a house in my inventory. I just have to sink the millions and millions of gil and time commitment required to actually do it. In American servers.
Doesn't housing in America, like, unless they changed it, don't you have to wait for housing auctions?
Yes, and those auctions aren't auctions. They're click the button over and over until somebody gets it.
That's cringe.
I think I've only ever succeeded in that one time, and it was with a free company that I was a part of. We spent like, what was it, 3.5 million gil and 2 hours just clicking the button in order to get the guild house.
And that's for any housing?
Yes. Well, you have apartments, and that doesn't work. That doesn't matter. And if you get a guild house, then everybody can have a bedroom in the guild house. That's the same
How big are
size
the
as an apartment.
apartments?
It's a studio apartment, pretty much.
Damn, man.
We should like to know how ether harvested on the Isle of Ham was to be stored and transported to the Ark, if the disclosure of such information is permitted. Oh, it's no bother at all. We built special tanks that can store ether just like we use casks to store wine. Simple, really. Simple, but quite brilliant in construction. They rivaled even crystals for ethereal capacity. A pity we never got to use them.
I came back, I never asked. Beards. Full beard.
Yeah, after this quest, I'll check. Ah, how muddled and distant the memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large and we extricated ourselves from a waist-high mire of work only to end up chin-deep in another. I was at one with the world, a conduit for the energies of creation. But now I'm truly alive. Who would have thought that sleeping in a bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference? Why, I feel positively functional. I dare say it rivals the thrill of dancing on the knife edge of failure. We are glad for you. Quite. On the subject of the ethereal tanks, do you know what became of them? What did become of them? For the life of me, I can't seem to remember. Oh, but I do remember someone who might remember. He should be back by now. Just look for the fellow wearing an outfit that screams I've been on vacation and you haven't. Very well. We shall seek out this conspicuous colleague of thine. Our sincerest gratitude, Margaret, and do look after thyself.
Is Dragoon just Dragoon? Can I not pick and choose, like, talents? Are there not skill lines to go down?
No. You start as Lancer and then you become Dragoon. There are no talent trees. We have role actions, which you unlock as you level up a class in that role, and then if you unlock... So say you hit level 48 on Ninja, then on all of your other melee DPS, you have all of the role traits unlocked.
I think that might have been another major issue.
What, no skill lines? I mean, it's all down to the way the combat functions in this game. They have highly specified ways to complete different bosses, and if the classes didn't function correctly, then they couldn't do that.
So there is only one way, one rotation to play a class.
Yes. If you play it a little...
Then I'm good.
If you play it wrong, I mean, it's not like you fucking die.
I just, like...
But every class does have a rotation, yes.
I'm good.
Whatever. The face that launched our teeny tiny toy boat. Have you been, Akio? Able to catch a bit of rest? That was not the voice I meant to do for this character, but I'm committing. Well, if I don't know about the ether tanks, who in Byrugo's name would? Or in right in me very own workshop they were. A pleasure as always, Master Kuko. I trust thy respite proved rejuvenating. That's so, but I won't bore you with the details. At least not without a drink in me. So, why the interest in our little old tanks? Permit me to explain. I see. Think I've got the long and short of it. It goes without saying, but we all owe you more than we can ever repay. If you need our ether tanks, they're at your disposal. There's just one problem. You need the forum's approval to set foot on the Isle of Ham. Were it up to me, you'd be on the next ship out. But that lot can't wipe their asses unless it's in accordance with procedural motions. You may be assured that my backside is immaculate. The Thaliacs Dumpet dies, Master Fortunault, and Scholar Monteshane. What a surprise. Pardon the intrusion. The Forum has deliberated your petition, and we decided to deliver our verdict directly. I would hope that the matter of pandemonium has not been overshadowed by other concerns, but that is a discussion for another time. Listen, Fortunault, pandemonium is in a different dimension and a different time period. It is not a concern. You have been granted special dispensation to travel to the Isle of Ham for the purposes of etheric extraction on one condition. On account of its rich deposits of ether, the isle is home to throngs of vicious beasts. We ask that you cull any such creatures you encounter.
Grand Admiral Throng.
Shut the fuck up. The Thronger. That's all. Given the vast amount of ether we seek, I expected a far higher price. And believe me, we do not underestimate the value of what you desire. Nay, we simply owe the students of Valdesian and their esteemed collaborators a debt of gratitude, and we felt that expediting your request was a suitable way to repay it. A debt of gratitude. We have taken the liberty of arranging your passage to the Isle of Ham. Your vessel awaits in Scholar's Harbor. Then I'd better get those aether tanks loaded onto the airship. We'll be ready to take them where you need, assuming it's safe. I shall head back to the annex, but should you need anything else, don't hesitate to call.
Bound for the Isle of Harm. You look like the ones Master Fortuno told me to expect. If you're ready to depart, then so am I. Just say the word.
Is something the matter?
I did recruit one other to our party, but he is late to arrive.
Who might that be? Is it Graha? It's Thancred, goddammit.
Forgive me my delay.
Thancred? 'Tis good to see you.
If it isn't Varshan, they do grow up so quickly. Urianger tells me we have a host of exciting new tribulations to face. And you must be Zero. I've heard all about your daring do in Garlemald. A pleasure.
Apart from strengthening our company with his redoubtable skill at arms, Thancred may also serve as a mentor in those matters that trouble thee. I speak of the intangible forces which bring souls together. Thancred is possessed of experience both unique and insightful that I am sure he would gladly share with thee. Thou needst but ask.
Urianger, Thancred is a tank. He cannot provide any assistance to a Reaper. Alright. And I am going to end stream before this dungeon. I know I said this quest, but I didn't expect this quest to have a dungeon at the end of it, so I'm gonna end stream here, and we will pick up tomorrow. Goodbye.